Hey guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I have a lot of updates before we get started, but I am going to be doing my project, like pretty much my makeup stash, what I'm going to be using this summer. A lot of people do it month by month and they pull out products in their collection. It's like pretty much shopping your collection, and I'm going to pretty much do it just the whole summer season because I don't know, I just feel like I have a lot of products that I'm wanting to use, and I pretty much know what I want to use this summer. But other than that, I have some updates I want to talk about. Normally, I don't give personal updates, but I thought I would start doing it here in my videos. But the first thing I want to talk about is tomorrow is my birthday. My birthday is on the 20th, and finally, I'm not going to be wearing this hat all the time. My hair is pretty much, it's grown a lot. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my hair silver. That's what I'm used to. That's what I personally like on me, and it fades into this blonde, which I don't mind the blonde, but right now it's really brassy in my opinion, and my roots are really dark. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, and I'll be 20 years old. I'm just really excited in general because I get to spend it with my husband. He's off of work. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow for my birthday. And other than that, I wanted to mention that, like I said, I normally don't give personal updates here on like my videos, but I thought I would do it since I feel like a lot of people do struggle with it. I'm somebody that I have struggled with depression and anxiety for a long time, and it got really worse after I quit my Ulta job. And after that, I gained a good chunk of weight, I feel like, and now I have lost a good chunk of weight and I'm continuing to lose, and I feel like I am close to where I was at, like at the beginning, like when I was, in my opinion, small. And I just feel so much better. I don't feel as bloated like right now. If it's too much information, I'm on my period, and I normally would feel really bloated, but I don't. I feel just like I'm crampy, but I don't feel bloated, and I just feel so much better. And I knew I would get back to where I was eventually, but with my depression and anxiety, when that happened, I just went through a hard time, and I wouldn't, like, I was just binge eating, pretty much eating my feelings away. I just feel a lot better, but here the past few, like maybe 4 days, I have struggled a lot with my depression and anxiety. It's mostly at nighttime. I don't know what it is, but it's like I try to swallow, and when I do, I can't. And it's like when my mind figures out that I can't swallow, then I lose my breath, and I'll just jump up in the middle of the night. And because of that, I've been keeping my husband up, and it's been really hard about sleeping. I haven't gotten much sleep. But I will say that last night was the first night it didn't do it to me as bad. I was able to fall asleep. Normally when that happens, I can't sleep at all, but for some reason it didn't do it as bad as normal, so I was able to fall asleep. So that was just some updates on me. Like I said, I normally don't put stuff in my videos like that, but I thought, why not, because it's my channel. So in this video, we are going to talk about the products that I'm picking out of my collection that I will be using all of summer. I'm not going to do it month by month. I'm just going to do it for summer. But maybe in the future, I will do it month by month. But before we get started, I wanted to show the products that I received in my box for May, my BoxyCharm box. And these products in that box, I am going to pull out and use them all of summer as well. So the first thing that I received in my box was this Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser, and it looks like this. It has very pretty wild packaging. By the way, I hope you guys like the new background. I'm just trying it out. I may go back, I don't know, but this is where I keep all my makeup at. I have these 2 big drawers, and they are just from Walmart. But anyway, back to the cleanser. This is what it looks like. It has very pretty wild packaging. I love the colors on it. I don't know anything about it. I just know that Glam Glow is a very popular skincare brand, and a lot of people really talk about it and they rave about it. I feel like Drunk Elephant has kind of took over though, but a lot of people still really do like Glam Glow. And this doesn't have a very strong smell, so if you're someone that is sensitive to smells, this probably wouldn't irritate you or aggravate you. It just smells really clean, so I will try this out and see how it goes. I'm going to use this all of summer, and I'm pretty sure it'll last me. It's a big bottle, but I'm just going to try this out and see how it works for my skin. Very pretty packaging. I love the bright colors. The next product I received in my BoxyCharm is from Alamar. I'm pretty sure Alamar Cosmetics. This is Kathleen Lights' friend's makeup brand, and this is what the packaging looks like. I got the shade Fair Light, and it has like these orangey tone blushes, peachy blushes. Very pretty. I'm very excited to play with this. This is colors that I reach for a lot, so very excited to try this brand. I personally wasn't subscribed to BoxyCharm when they give the eyeshadow palette out, and I look at that and I feel like those metallics are absolutely gorgeous. I feel like that's a palette that I would pick up on my own, but very pretty, and like I said, I'm very excited to try the brand out. The next product I received in my box was a Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Bittersweet, and this is what it is. It's just a very cool tone, bright red. It's very pretty for the summer, so I will be pulling this out. Pretty much all these products, like I said, I will be pulling out for the summer. Very excited to play with this. I haven't tried a Dose of Colors liquid lipstick, so this is my first. Then I got one of these Ciate London Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow. I can't find the shade on here, but it's the purple one. I think they had another variation of this. You could get more like a gold one. I think it's like a champagne gold. But I got this pretty purple one, and this is the one that I wanted. I pretty much got the box that I wanted this month from BoxyCharm. It had all the products I wanted, so very excited for that. And this color, I've seen people use it on the eyes, and I've seen people swatch it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, so I'm very excited to play with this. And then the last product that I received in my box is from a brand called Mellow, and this is the brow definer. So it has a brow pencil on one side, and this is like the slanted ones, like the newest brow pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's like the slanted one, and then on the other side, it just has a spoolie. So I'm very excited to try this out. I want to test the formula out. I love the idea of the slanted tip at the end. I've never tried the Anastasia one, but I'm very excited to try this one out. And I love the last product that I received in my BoxyCharm. It was a brow definer from Billion Dollar Brow. That's my holy grail. I love that brow pencil. That's a repurchased item for me. I highly recommend that brow product, and I'm excited to try another one because BoxyCharm got me on that one, so I'm pretty excited to see if they can get me on this one as well. And now the products that I'm pulling out for the whole summer. I think I'm just going to start with the eyeshadow palettes because they are my favorites, and I have the most to talk about in that category. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with those. The first one I have to talk about is from Tarte, and this is the Make Believe in Yourself palette. If you've been here on my channel, then you know that I absolutely love this palette. I use this on my wedding day. I use this pretty much all the time. I highly recommend it. This is one of the best formulas that Tarte has ever done, in my opinion, and the colors are absolutely gorgeous. This is what the inside of it looks like. You can tell I've definitely used it. Those metallic shades are absolutely gorgeous. I hope you guys can tell. I hope you guys can see the colors. I don't know if you can or not because it's blinding. There we go. You have one matte shade, and that is the perfect crease color in my opinion. It's not going to be something that's really going to like deepen up your crease, but it's a very nice transition. And the metallic shades are absolutely gorgeous. Everything is just, the formula is just so smooth and nice. And I feel like this is an underrated palette from Tarte. And I feel like a lot of people didn't like this, which is crazy because like I said, I absolutely love it. I feel like this is one of the best from Tarte. The next palette I picked out is something that is, I don't think you can get your hands on it anymore, so I apologize on that. I feel like there's a couple in here that you can't get your hands on anymore, but I did want to mention it because I am pulling it out. I do really love and enjoy all the palettes that I'm pulling out. This is from Too Faced, and this is the Totally Cute palette. You got to decorate it with all those stickers, and then this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to try not to blind you guys. You have some pretty matte shades, and you have some pretty colorful, like metallic shades. Just very pretty. I've done several looks with this palette, and I really do enjoy it. And I feel like this is a very pretty, bright palette for summer. But you do have those crease shades that you need. So I love this palette. I feel like this should have been permanent because the formula is amazing. And I really do miss these little 10 palettes from Too Faced. I love them personally. For me, I love the quality of them. So this is the first one that I am pulling out from the Too Faced line. And then the second one from the Too Faced line is the Sugar Pop palette. This is the little macaroon. I think that the cover up for the mirror is still in here, but I have used it. This is what it looks like on the inside. You have some pretty bright shades, and you have some like deeper shades, but just really pretty bright shades to deepen up the crease. Like this dark shade right here. It's really bright. It's not showing how bright it is on camera. Very pretty. Very excited to play with this. I have played with it before, but I felt like this would be a pretty summer palette to pull out. The next palettes I have are newer to me, but I absolutely love them. The formula on these are amazing, and the best part about them is they are drugstore, so they're not that expensive. They're probably like $12, maybe $12 or $13. But this is from Flower Beauty, and this is the Sugar Rush palette. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to open it up because you guys can't see. I highly recommend this palette. It looks absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see, my lighting is messing up. Let me move my light back a little bit. This is what it looks like. You have some pretty metallic shades in there as well, and just some pretty mattes, and it's just a very well thought palette when it comes to colors because you have everything that you need to get a very pretty purple eye. And I'm a big purple wearer. I love purple eyeshadow. So this is very, very pretty. I hope you guys could tell how pretty this was on camera because I don't know if it's showing up where I switched over. I may switch back. I don't know. I'm just going to see how this ends up going. But I highly recommend this palette. I absolutely love it. This palette is a dupe for another palette that I pulled out for the summer, and this is a dupe that I have talked about in my dupes video. This is the NARS Ignited palette, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This retails for like $60. I know NARS is very expensive. NARS has my heart. I say it all the time. I absolutely love NARS. NARS has to be my favorite brand ever, but this is what it looks like. The palette is absolutely gorgeous. I can't really tell if you can see that these are like duochrome, like reflective metallic shades. Absolutely gorgeous. Very pretty for the summer. I cannot wait to use this. But if you are someone that you don't want to pay the price tag for this is a straight up dupe for the palette. I think they meant to dupe it, in my opinion, because it's so spot on that it's crazy. Absolutely gorgeous, and I highly recommend both of these. Even if you already have this one, I still recommend this one. The next palette I'm going to talk about is also from Flower Beauty, and this is their warm version. This is called the Sun Blazing, and you can't really see it unless I open it up, but this is what it looks like. These are very, very intense, very vibrant. To me, this is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, which I do have also, and I do love that palette, but this is a dupe. I highly recommend this. Like I said, it retails for like $12. You can't go wrong, and you have a good mixture of mattes and shimmers, and I don't think my camera is showing how pigmented and vibrant these really are, but just take my word on it. Like I said, absolutely gorgeous, and I highly recommend it. I have also put this in a dupes video as well. After this palette, I only have 2 more, I promise. I went a little crazy with the palettes, but I feel like this is the time to wear those pretty spring pastels and like those pretty just vibrant, like bold summer looks. I'm very, very excited. This is the NARS Wanted palette. I have talked about this palette here a lot on my channel. This is one of my favorite palettes that has ever been created. This is like the NARS Ignited palette. This has the same formula as that. This one was released first, and I absolutely love it. The formula on this is amazing. The mattes blend out so smooth, and the metallic shades are just very different. In my opinion, I have never felt a formula like it. It's just very unique, and the colors are absolutely stunning. I highly recommend this palette. Again, it retails for $60, and I have already got a ton of use out of it already. And the next palette I have here to talk about is from Stila. This is the Happy Hour palette. I talked about this palette in my Sephora VIB sale haul, but I mentioned in there that I actually picked it up from Macy's because they didn't have this in store or online at the time. But this is what it looks like. Very, very pretty. They have this at Ulta as well, but this is what the inside of it looks like. I have the warm tone one as well, but I like this one better. I feel like it's just more unique, and it's very, very pretty. Look at those metallic shades. I don't think it's coming across as light as it is, but they're just very unique. Very, very pretty, and very excited to play with this one. If you're going to pick up one of these Stila palettes, they have 2 versions out, and I recommend this one over the warm tone one, but the warm tone one is very gorgeous as well, but I just prefer this one over that. And then the last palette, it's also a newer purchase for me, but this is the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. It still has the cover up on it because I haven't dipped into it yet. This was not cheap to make, I can tell you guys that. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. I'm trying not to blind you guys. Very, very pretty, and I know a lot of people really do enjoy this palette, so I'm very excited to play with it. I hope my phone is showing how gorgeous it really is. I don't feel like it's showing the palette's true to color, but I hope it is. I'm sorry about that in advance. Very, very pretty, and I'm very excited to play with this here in the summer. I'm excited for the summertime. It's my favorite, and I just want to pull out a bunch of bright, pretty palettes. I was going to tell you guys, I think that this is going to be absolutely amazing just from the metallic shades that I've seen swatched. I feel like this color scheme and this formula is what the Urban Decay Naked 3 tried to do, and it didn't. I feel like the quality on the Urban Decay Naked 3 sucks. It does not have any pigment at all. I have done a full dedicated video on the Urban Decay Naked palettes if you guys want to check that out here on my channel. But I did say in the video that my favorite Urban Decay Naked palettes are the newer releases. So the Smoky, the Naked Heat, the Naked Cherry. If you're into shades according to the palette, like if you're into smoky shades, go with that one. If you're into the warm red tones, go for the Naked Heat. But if you're not into those shades, then it'd be a waste. But if you are, the formula on those are very nice. I feel like their older palettes is what's really lacking. Now we're just going to talk about face products, what I have picked out powder wise. So for my overall powder, this is also in my project pan. If you haven't checked that video out, it is here on my channel. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in Fair Cool. I have been using this pretty much every day. It is in my project pan. This is what it looks like, by the way. I don't want to blind you guys, but I have hit some serious pan on it. So this is what I'm using. It's very lightweight too, so that's excellent for the summertime. So I'm just using this and it does a really good job. I set my whole face with this. So very, very excited to pull this out and continue to use it up so I can get it out of my collection. And then as for my blush, I'm wearing it right now. I love this blush. This is going to be a repurchase item for me when I have finished it up. This is also in my project pan. This is the Lorac Buildable Blush. It's a matte blush in the shade Spectra, and this is what it looks like. I've hit pan on it as well. I love this blush. I think it looks really, really nice. It's just a nice matte peachy color, so very excited to continue using this in the summer. And then for my like contour, my bronzer, and my highlighting, so we're gonna start with my contour. So I talk about this palette all the time. I rave about it all the time here on my channel. It is what I'm wearing today. It's pretty much what I wear every day. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Contour Palette, and this is what it looks like. I hope it's not blinding you. Very, very gorgeous packaging. And then on the inside, you have some setting powders, which I do use underneath the eyes. I tend to mix them both and set them. It's very lightweight, but it gives what I need. It just really sets it and locks it down. And then I love these contour shades here in this bronzer shade. I mix them both, and that is what I'm wearing. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend it. I feel like this doesn't get enough hype as it deserves. The powders just blend out so smooth, and they have a great amount of pigment, the perfect amount. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's just very, very nice, and I highly, highly recommend it. They're just really, really smooth and nice powders. Then the next product I'm going to talk about is also for my face. I use this a little bit of everything. So I use it to cream contour sometimes and use the powder contour in it. And I also, like right now, I'm wearing the highlights in it because they are so blinding. It's insane. And in the summertime, which pretty much all the time for me, I want a very intense highlight. I want you to be able to see me if we're very, very far away walking. You can already tell that I'm coming because of my highlight. So the highlight that I'm wearing is from the Tarte Pro Glow palette. And I'm pretty sure this is in the Boxy Luxness month. I'm not really sure, but this is what it looks like on the inside. Mine is beat up to death. And a little bit of powder just fell on my leg. But this is what it looks like. You have some powder highlights, which are very, very intense and gorgeous. I've hit some serious paint in this, guys, if you can't tell. And then the cream contour, which has got a mixture of highlight in it by mistake because I've used it so much and I'm pretty messy with it. This powder contour blends out so well as well. The highlights are very intense and the cream contour blends out amazingly, like very, very nice. And it gives you a very strong effect. So I highly recommend this. I feel like this is suited for, when it comes to the contour shades, I feel like it's suited for like paler, lighter skin. And the highlighting shades, it's just a mixture. If you're someone of a deeper skin tone, you can wear this because some of these are just very, very gold. But very, very intense, very gorgeous, very pretty, and I highly recommend it. I know we went out of order in this video, but it doesn't matter. I think it's fun. So the next products I'm going to talk about are for lips. I have a lot of lip products to talk about. I'm going to be using a ton this summer and a lot of bright colors. So the first one I'm going to talk about is what I was wearing in my last video. I done a review on the Game of Thrones palette, and I was wearing this Maybelline lipstick in the shade Red For Me, and it's a matte, very, very pretty. I love Maybelline lipsticks. I feel like you can't go wrong with them. This is what it looks like. Again, it is a matte, and it's very, very vibrant, very gorgeous. The next lip product is also from Maybelline. I have 3 of them to talk about. This is the color Sensational line, and this is the shade Vivid Rose. Very, very pretty. Look at how stunning that is. I'm so excited to play with this. Very pretty for the summer. Then I also have the shade Shocking Coral, and this is what it looks like. I love bright shades like this. They make me so happy. But this is what it looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I have a fun one. It's more of like a purple toned. This is the shade Hot Plum. Very, very pretty, very pretty. Then I have more of like a balm product. This is the NARS. This is the Orgasm Lip Tint, and this is what it looks like. I have used this. I used this in my first impression of the new NARS stuff that I talked about in a Sephora haul. I absolutely love this. I highly recommend it. It's very pretty, and it's very lightweight, and it's very pretty for the summer. Then I have these 2 MAC lipsticks to talk about. I have a ton of MAC lipsticks. These are just the ones that I have picked out. You can actually see some back there. But I picked out the shade that I'm wearing right now. I love this shade on me. This is called Saint Germain, and it's a very, like, blue tone pink. It's just very, very intense, if you can tell. I highly recommend it if you're into colors like this. It's very comfortable on the lips, and I really do love this shade. I know it's not for everybody, but I personally really love it. And then the other shade that I picked up is called Candy Yum Yum, and this is just a very bright, bold pink. I highly recommend it. I love it, and it is a matte. Then the next lip product that I picked out is also from MAC, but this is, what is this called? This is one of their Grand Illusion liquid lip color. It's like a gloss is pretty much what it is. And this is in the shade called Let's Rock. This is very different. It's very unique, and it's something that if you have a tan, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. But even if you have pale skin, it's just going to be very intense and very bold, and it's definitely going to make a statement. This is like a red, but with green sparkles in it. It's kind of, I can't really describe it. It's just very, very unique. So I thought I'd pull it out and start using it some more. It's very intense, like I said, but I love it. I've also got this on top of what I'm wearing right now. I pulled this one out for the summer. This is one of the Buxom glosses in the shade Dolly. I just tapped this over a little bit. Because the Saint Germain, where it's so light, if you have dry patches on your lips, it does show it a little bit. So for right now, I put this gloss on top of it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I thought I'd just pull this out for summer as well. I really do love these glosses. They do give a plumping effect, in my opinion. I can tell that my lips are bigger, and it gives like a tingling feel. It's nothing that hurts or anything. It's just really minty and cooling. So I highly recommend these if you haven't tried these. Then I picked out this Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in the shade Sultry. This is my absolute favorite. I have wore this in a video. I feel like the color is just perfect for every day. It's got a different tone to it. And honestly, you're going to call me crazy, but I have never seen a shade like this before. And I know there are so many lipsticks on the market, but I feel like this is very unique, and it goes with like your everyday look, but it's just very unique. I feel like this is something you would definitely get stopped and someone would ask you what you're wearing because it's that unique. So highly recommend this if you haven't tried it. And then the last thing I picked out is this Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Kristen. This is in my Project Pan. My dog did this, by the way. This is a mini size, and I'm just trying to get it out of my collection because my dog did this, and it is a mini, so it is easier to use up. I am going to repurchase this when I do finish this up and get a full size because I really do enjoy the formula and the color. This is a lip gloss that you don't need like a lipstick underneath or a liner even, because it is so pigmented. It looks like you have a lipstick on with a gloss on top. It's just really, really pigmented, and the applicator makes it very, very easy for me to like line, so I don't like really mess up. The applicator is really, really nice, and I wish they do that on a lot of glosses. It's just really, really nice, and I highly recommend it. Then the last things I have to talk about are all for my face. So the primers that I am using is the POREfessional. This is in my Project Pan. I love this primer. It really does feel in my pores. I feel like this is the never-ending primer because I have been using this ever since I posted my Project Pan video, and it was already really low, and it just keeps on coming out and out and out. There's just like so much in here, but this is the primer that I'm going to use for the rest of the summer, and I'm very excited for that. And I'm also going to be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I don't really like this primer at all. It doesn't really do much for me, but I'm someone, my dog did the hose, by the way. I'm someone that I don't waste products, so I thought I would use it up, and I'm going to use this summer as well. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. That is what I'm using right now. I'm somebody that I like a full coverage look. If I don't have full coverage and I don't really want anything, I don't really like lightweight foundations. I want it, you know, maybe if it's lightweight but full coverage, I want you to be able to tell that I'm covered up. And then the other one that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline. This is the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. That's the name. And this is what it looks like. This has a very strong dewy effect. It is full coverage, but it is very dewy. So if you're somebody that you have oily skin, then you won't like this because it is very dewy. But it's very, very pretty on the skin, and it's very full coverage. And I highly recommend it, especially if you're somebody with dry skin. The mascara I'm using is the same. It is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I really do enjoy this mascara. I'm just trying to use it up. I don't really like to open up new mascaras until I finish one. I feel like that's pretty wasteful. I'm just going to continue to use this up. I really do enjoy it. I don't think I'll repurchase like that fast, like I like trying new mascaras out, but it is something that I really do enjoy. And then the last product I have to talk about is another brow product. So the one that I got in my BoxyCharm this month, I'm obviously pulling that out. Like, I'm pulling all those products out. But the brow product that I'm pulling out is the Billion Dollar Brow This is the Universal Brow Pencil. I had received this in a BoxyCharm. I highly recommend it. I love it. It's very creamy, but not too creamy where it will slide, and it has a spoolie on the end. This is a repurchase item for me. I love this pencil. Highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. And again, I did receive this in a BoxyCharm. But other than that, that is all the products that I'm going to be pulling out this summer. I do have a makeup haul coming up here soon, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, I don't think I have any other updates, except thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching my videos and commenting. It honestly means the world to me, and don't think that you go unnoticed, because I truly see it and I truly appreciate it. It honestly means the world to me. But other than that, before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell below so you are notified every time I upload a video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.